Have you ever looked down at your legs and thought, why do they feel so heavy now? You used to climb stairs without a second thought? Now even standing up from your favorite chair feels like a struggle. Is it just aging? Or is something else quietly stealing your strength, day after day, without you even knowing it? Here's what most people don't realize. After the age of 60, your body can lose up to 1 in every 3 muscle fibers, even if you're still eating well and moving a little every day. But here's the good news. There's one simple, natural food that's been shown in clinical studies to restore muscle and energy in older adults, without pills or intense exercise. It's affordable, delicious, and you may already have it in your kitchen. In today's video, we'll uncover the silent reason your legs feel weaker and why it's not your fault. The one food that helps your muscles bounce back fast. And how to use it properly to see results within weeks. But first, I want to tell you about Mary. She's 92 years old, and her legs are stronger today than they were 3 years ago. Let me show you how she did it. 2. The silent thief. Why legs weaken with age. Let me tell you something that might surprise you. Many older adults don't lose their strength because they stop moving. They stop moving because they lose their strength. And behind that weakness is something most doctors don't talk about enough. Sarcopenia, the silent thief of muscle. What is sarcopenia? Biologically speaking, sarcopenia is the gradual loss of muscle mass, strength, and function as we age. It begins quietly, usually around age 50, and accelerates after 60, especially if you're not eating or moving the right way. By 70, it's not uncommon to lose 20 to 30% of your total muscle, without ever feeling it happen. You may notice your legs tire faster when walking. Stairs feel harder, even though your weight hasn't changed. You avoid carrying groceries not because of pain, but because of weakness. But here's the part that's often missed. Muscle isn't just for athletes, it's your body's engine. It powers your balance, protects your bones, supports your joints, and helps control blood sugar. Without enough muscle, you're more likely to fall, more likely to feel tired, and more likely to become dependent, even if your heart and mind are still strong. George's story, when strength slips away. George, 72, lives in Florida. He was never a bodybuilder, but he stayed active, gardening, walking, even playing golf on weekends. But over just 1 year, he started noticing something different. His legs felt slow. Getting up from his armchair became a 2-step effort. His balance felt off when stepping into the shower. His doctor checked his heart. Fine. Checked his blood pressure. Normal. But no one looked at his muscle mass. It wasn't until George's granddaughter, a nursing student, learned about sarcopenia that things began to make sense. And once George made just a few small changes in his meals and began a gentle leg routine, things started improving. Fast. 3 common causes that speed up muscle loss. Let's break this down. There are 3 major reasons why your legs may be losing strength faster than they should. First, not enough protein, especially the right kind that supports muscle repair. Second, low vitamin D levels. Even in sunny places like California or Florida, older adults absorb less through skin. Third, medications like statins, often prescribed for cholesterol, but they deplete CoQ10, an essential energy compound for muscles. The result? Muscles don't get the fuel or repair signals they need, and slowly, silently, they shrink. A hopeful truth. The most important thing I want you to hear is this. Muscle loss is not inevitable, and it's not irreversible. With the right nutrients and small, consistent habits, your body can rebuild strength at any age. You don't need to run a marathon. You don't need to take 10 supplements. You just need to give your body what it's quietly asking for. And in the next section, I'll show you the one simple food that helps you do exactly that. Let's take a look. 3. Meet your muscle's best friend, the forgotten food. What if I told you there's one everyday food that's been clinically shown to help older adults rebuild muscle, regain energy, and even improve balance, without needing medication or supplements? And it's probably sitting in your fridge right now. That food is Greek yogurt. Not just any yogurt, but plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. It's one of the most powerful and underrated foods for anyone over 60 who wants to keep their legs strong. Why? Because Greek yogurt is packed with high-quality complete protein, and more importantly, it contains casein, a type of protein that digests slowly, feeding your muscles for hours after you eat. That means when you eat it, especially in the evening, you're actually helping your body repair and protect muscle while you sleep. And there's more. Greek yogurt is rich in leucine, an amino acid your body needs to trigger muscle growth. As we age, our muscles become less responsive to protein, but leucine helps overcome that. It's also a good source of vitamin B12 and calcium, both crucial for nerve function and bone stability, two areas that directly affect your leg's ability to move and balance. Now let's go back to Mary. Mary, 92, was struggling to get up from the couch. She had a small frame, ate light meals, and always avoided dairy because she thought it was fattening. But after hearing from her doctor that Greek yogurt could help her keep her independence, she decided to give it a try. Every evening, she began having a small bowl of plain Greek yogurt with some blueberries and a teaspoon of ground flaxseed. Within 3 weeks, she noticed something she hadn't felt in years: strength in her thighs when she stood up. She no longer gripped the counter for balance. And one morning, she even surprised herself by walking up the porch steps without holding the rail. Sometimes it's not about doing more. It's about feeding your body the right thing at the right time. So how do you use Greek yogurt to help your legs? First, choose plain, full-fat Greek yogurt, not the flavored or low-fat versions. Second, eat it with a source of healthy fat like olive oil, nuts, or ground seeds to enhance absorption. Third, pair it with antioxidant-rich fruits like berries, not sugary fruits like bananas or pineapples. And finally, timing matters. Try having it either at breakfast or an hour before bed, when your body needs steady fuel for repair. If Greek yogurt doesn't work for your digestion, don't worry. In the next part, we'll talk about other nutrient combinations, including one that can restore the energy your muscles need, especially if you're taking cholesterol medication. Let's keep going. 4. CoQ10, vitamin D, B12, the leg strength trio. If you've been feeling unusually tired even after a good night's sleep, if your legs feel heavy, unsteady, or just don't move the way they used to, it might not be age. It might be something your muscles are missing. Let me introduce you to what I call the leg strength trio. 3 nutrients that work together to keep your legs strong, steady, and energized. Vitamin D, vitamin B12, and CoQ10. Let's start with vitamin D. This one is absolutely essential, not just for bones, but for muscles. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, but more importantly, it plays a direct role in muscle contraction. Without enough of it, your legs may feel weak, shaky, or cramp up more easily. Even if you live in sunny states like Florida or California, your skin's ability to make vitamin D from sunlight decreases with age by as much as 75%. Next is vitamin B12. It keeps your nerves healthy and helps deliver oxygen to your muscles. A lack of B12 can cause tingling in the feet, poor balance, and sudden waves of leg fatigue, even if your blood work looks normal. And here's something many people don't know. After age 60, your stomach produces less acid, which means you absorb less B12 from food. Finally, there's CoQ10, short for coenzyme Q10. Think of it as the battery charger inside your muscle cells. It helps your mitochondria, the power plants of your body, create energy. Without CoQ10, your muscles feel sluggish and recover slowly after movement. But here's where it gets especially important. If you're taking statins, medications to lower cholesterol, your CoQ10 levels may be dropping without you knowing it. Statins block the same pathway your body uses to make cholesterol, and CoQ10. That's why many people on statins start to feel muscle pain, leg cramps, or unusual fatigue. Larry, a 75-year-old retired mechanic from Texas, started statins after a routine checkup. Within a few months, he felt tired all the time. His doctor adjusted the dose, but nothing changed until his new physician added a daily CoQ10 supplement. Within 2 weeks, Larry felt his legs had life in them again. You don't always need more pills. Sometimes you just need to restore what medication took away. So what can you do? Get your vitamin D levels tested and aim for food-based sources like sardines, egg yolks, and cod liver oil. Add B12-rich foods like eggs, fish, or fortified nutritional yeast. If you're on statins, consider talking to your doctor about CoQ10 supplements, or include natural sources like organ meats or sardines. When these 3 are working together, your legs get stronger, your energy steadier, and your confidence starts to return. But that's not all. In the next part, we'll talk about a surprising twist: how some healthy foods might actually be making your legs weaker, and what to choose instead. 5. Why healthy foods might be hurting your legs. You've done your best. You've been eating clean, you've cut back on fried foods, you snack on fruit. But somehow, your legs still feel weak, still ache, still don't have the energy they used to. Here's a hard truth no one talks about. Some of the foods we think are healthy, even the ones we've been told are good for us, may be quietly draining our strength. Let's start with a common one, bananas. They're quick, easy, and natural, but they're also loaded with fructose, a type of sugar that's processed almost entirely by the liver. Too much fructose, especially as we age, can increase insulin resistance, reduce your body's ability to absorb vitamin D, and even increase inflammation in the muscles and joints. Other fruits like grapes and pineapple may seem like smart choices, but they have high sugar content and low fiber, meaning they cause quick spikes in blood sugar without giving your body the steady fuel it actually needs to rebuild muscle. Let me tell you about Linda. Linda is 68 and lives in Oregon. She always prided herself on eating healthy. She'd start every morning with a banana and orange juice. But she started feeling more fatigued during her morning walks. Her knees felt wobbly. Her doctor said her blood sugar was a little high, but still within range. After learning about the connection between sugar, vitamin depletion, and muscle fatigue, Linda made one simple change. She swapped her morning banana for a bowl of berries like blueberries and raspberries, with plain Greek yogurt. 3 weeks later, she called her daughter and said, "For the first time in months, I walked up the hill near my house and didn't have to stop." So what should you do instead? Replace high fructose fruits with low sugar, high antioxidant options. Berries are a fantastic choice. So are grapefruits, kiwis, and even green apples in moderation. They help reduce inflammation, support vitamin absorption, and protect your muscle cells from oxidative stress, a key factor in age-related muscle loss. Also, be mindful of hidden sugars in foods you didn't expect, like healthy granola bars, flavored yogurts, or fruit juices. Even one glass of juice can contain more sugar than a can of soda. The goal isn't to cut out fruit entirely, it's to choose fruits that work with your body, not against it. Remember, not all sugar is created equal. And what nourished you in your 30s may now be slowing you down in your 70s. In the next section, I'll show you a simple morning food ritual. Something you can prepare in under 10 minutes that supports your muscles, your energy, and your mood every single day. Let's keep going. 6. Morning food ritual to boost leg strength. Imagine this. You wake up in the morning and instead of feeling stiff and slow, you feel grounded, clear, ready to move, and all it took was 10 minutes. This is the power of a simple morning food ritual, designed to give your legs the exact nutrients they need to feel stronger, more stable, and more alive. You don't need a complicated diet. You just need consistency and the right combination of food. Here's a routine I often recommend for my older patients. It's light, it's healing, and most importantly, it works. Step 1. Begin with a base of plain Greek yogurt. This gives you high-quality protein, plus leucine and casein, perfect for protecting and repairing muscle. Step 2. Add 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. It may sound unusual, but olive oil is rich in anti-inflammatory compounds that help reduce muscle soreness and joint stiffness. It also helps with hormone production, which supports muscle maintenance as we age. Step 3. Add half a cup of mixed berries. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, all are low in sugar but high in antioxidants. They support circulation, reduce oxidative stress, and keep your blood sugar stable. Step 4. Sprinkle a spoon of ground flaxseed or chia seeds. This boosts your omega-3 intake and adds fiber to support gut health, which also plays a role in nutrient absorption and inflammation control. Optional Step 5. Include 1 hard-boiled egg, a great source of B12, healthy fats, and additional protein. Don't skip the yolk. That's where most of the nutrients are. Put it all together, and what you have is not just breakfast. It's a natural muscle-supporting formula. Now let's revisit Mr. David. David is 74, a retired school teacher living in Northern California. He used to start his day with toast and jam, plus coffee, and wondered why he needed a nap before lunch. After switching to this breakfast, he said something that stuck with me. "My legs feel awake again." He didn't change his whole diet. He didn't start exercising intensely. He just gave his body the fuel it had been missing. And the best part? This breakfast doesn't just help your legs. It supports your brain, your mood, your balance, and your confidence, from the inside out. If you don't like dairy, you can replace yogurt with a plant-based alternative that's unsweetened and fortified with B12 and calcium. If you prefer something warm, Try a bowl of steel-cut oats cooked in water or nut milk, topped with the same ingredients. What matters most is that you make it a ritual. Not once a week, not when you feel like it, but every day. So your muscles know they're being supported, and they respond with strength. In the next part, I'll share a powerful story about a 92-year-old woman who regained her ability to climb stairs, not with pills, but with food and patience. You won't want to miss it. 7. A 92-year-old's secret to staying on her feet. Let me tell you about Mary. She's 92 years old, lives alone, keeps a small garden, and every morning she climbs the stairs in her home, not because she has to, but because she can. Just 2 years ago, Mary thought those days were over. She had trouble getting out of bed. Her knees buckled often. She once sat down to tie her shoes and couldn't get back up without help. I just assumed this was what 90 felt like, she told me. But here's what changed. Her granddaughter, a nutritionist in training, came to visit one summer, and instead of focusing on what Mary couldn't do, she gently asked, "What's missing from your plate?" They took a closer look and realized Mary was barely getting half the protein she needed. Her vitamin D levels were low. She had taken cholesterol medication for years, but never knew about CoQ10. So they made 3 simple changes. First, every morning, Mary started drinking a warm cup of water with a spoonful of cod liver oil, rich in vitamin D and natural omega-3s. Second, she added a soft-boiled egg and Greek yogurt with flax seeds to her breakfast. Third, she made it a habit to stand up from her chair 3 times in a row, twice a day, even if she didn't feel like it. No intense workouts, no complicated diet, just food and movement, repeated with love. After 1 month, Mary noticed she wasn't grabbing furniture for support anymore. 2 months in, she stopped needing the railing to climb stairs. And by the 3rd month, her neighbor told her, "You look taller when you walk." What Mary did wasn't magic. It was biology, given the right tools to do its job. Her muscles weren't gone. They were waiting. Waiting for protein, waiting for vitamin D, waiting for oxygen from healthy blood, waiting for someone to believe they could come back. And they did. You see, strength isn't about age. It's about what you give your body and how often you give it. Mary's story isn't rare. I've seen this same transformation in 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, even people recovering from surgery in their 80s. But you have to start. Not perfectly, not all at once. Just start. With breakfast, with movement, with belief. In the final part of this video, I'll wrap everything together and give you a clear next step to take, starting tomorrow morning. Because this isn't just about legs. It's about living life on your feet with freedom. 8. You're not losing strength, you're rebuilding it. If there's one thing I hope you take away from this video, it's that your legs aren't failing you. They're simply asking for help, in the only language they know how. That ache when you stand, the wobble in your step, the fatigue that comes too quickly, these aren't signs of giving up. They're signals. Signals that something can still be repaired, supported, nourished. You are not too old. You are not too late. Your body is not beyond hope. The truth is, aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can mean wisdom, rhythm, gentleness. It can mean choosing foods that heal instead of harm. It can mean movement that restores, not drains. You've just learned how one small change in your breakfast, how one forgotten nutrient, and how one simple belief that you are still capable of change can bring your legs back to life. So here's my gentle invitation. Tomorrow morning, before you pour that first cup of coffee, choose one thing from today's video. Just one. A spoonful of yogurt, a step without holding the wall, a walk to the mailbox and back. And say to yourself, my strength is still in me, I'm just waking it up. If this video gave you even a little bit of hope, I'd love for you to share it with someone else who might need it too. And if you'd like a follow-up video on simple balance exercises you can do at home, let me know in the comments. Because this journey is just beginning, and you don't have to walk it alone. You just have to take the first step,